Good morning, and welcome to the Stanford High Roundtable's monthly segment here on WGCH. I am Andrew Patashnik, and I will be right here on the second Thursday of every month to help you get a glimpse into the walls of Stanford High School. To start us off for today, here is Joe Nathanson with an update on the start of Stanford High's fall sports season.
This week in Black Knight Sports, on September 10th, the girls' field hockey team scrimmaged crosstown rival West Hill High School. The girls won 2-1 with goals scored by senior Eileen Torres and junior Emily Sasser. Captain Devin Yagmai said that the girls have been focusing on the little things and working out all of the kinks in their play in hopes for a strong start to the season as they play at Wilton on Thursday, September 12th at 4 p.m. The team is very young and looks like they have a lot of potential coming up in the program as they look to fill the shoes of the seniors that left last year. Now in football, the boys scrimmaged Norwalk High School last week and sadly fell short. The boys have been led by seniors Isaiah Johnson, Jay Lockwood, and Bryson Powell. They have big goals for the season and have been working very hard in their practices. The boys will have their home opener this Friday, the 13th, against Staples at 7 p.m. Don't miss out on a great game. Now in volleyball, led by seniors Morgan Yakavone and Widlin Thomas, girls volleyball competed in a jamboree at Staples High School on September 9th. Since the team played 8 games, each being 25 minutes long, Coach Mike Smirglio was able to experiment with different lineups to find the best fit for his team going forward towards the regular season. The girls look to take one game at a time and are confident with their eyes on the prize, a state championship. Their home opener will take place Friday, September 13th at 5:30 in the Cusco Gym. Lastly, in soccer, on September 6th, the boys soccer team competed in an annual jamboree hosted by Foreign High School in Milford. After a close game against the host team that was resulting in a 1-1 draw, the boys bounced back in their next 2 games, winning 2-0 with goals by senior Matt Gonda and Kenley Lane. However, this duo was not finished yet. Senior captain Matt Gonda sent the Black Knights to the final when he clutched a last-second penalty shot to seal the deal 1-0. This sent them to the finals in which they beat Massac 1-0. The boys look to play their home opener this Friday, September 13th against Bryan McMahon at 4 p.m. at the Upper Field. Thanks. Back to you, Andrew.
Thanks, and good luck to those teams on Friday. In the academic world on Strawberry Hill, NASA's Student Spaceflight Experiment Program, often referred to as SSEP, has returned with its new Mission 14. In June of 2018, selected Stanford High students traveled to Washington, D.C. to watch an experiment of their own design launch from Earth to the International Space Station. Now, a new crop of Black Knights will get this same privilege. Starting this fall, there will be another round of competition to select this new group. Students in any grade will form teams of 2 to 5 and propose experiments to send to the ISS. Then, a review board will select the most qualified students with the best proposal to participate in the mission. The winners will then move on to work with Stanford High SSEP advisors to polish their experiment and prepare for their launch in the spring. This is a very unique opportunity and an excellent chance for students to learn about space and get to be able to say that they are responsible for work in the ISS. The graduate of 2018's Mission 12 are currently attending the universities Columbia, Johns Hopkins, Carnegie Mellon, Boston University, and much more. We can't wait to see what the winners and soon-to-be participants in Mission 14 can accomplish. For our next story, I spoke with the founder of the Girls Who Code Club at Stanford High, who's going to tell us a little bit about her club and what they have coming up.
So our club is in a more evolved form of the basic organization of Girls Who Code. We do use their basic club prints, their ideals, their values, and their connections, but we've taken it a step further where we go beyond very basic coding and we focus more on computer science and more developed and difficult languages that are more applicable for the job market and what they're going to experience in college. And speaking of which, we have several people who believe in our cause. We've been sponsored by several companies such as Whole Food, Kiefer, who really want to help us out. And also recently we have NatWest Banks, who partnered with us and Google Cloud to set up a hackathon for the girls at the school. We'll be traveling to the NatWest facilities and get helped out by Google Cloud employees, where they're going to help set up virtual machines for us to play with and big data storage centers. So all of the vast and expensive materials that Google sets up for its users, we get to use for free. and basically create some virtual machines since the very beginning. Other than that, we've got an exciting year coming up, partnering with other banks and other organizations, and hopefully people will continue to believe in our message.
Sounds great. Thank you. Before we finish, we have an update from the music department. For the first time in over a decade, there are new music teachers at Stanford High. Taking over the band program from Mr. George Baradas is Mr. Brendan Mahalko. Previously, Mr. Mahalko has worked at Springdale Elementary School, Hart Elementary School, and West Hill High School in Stanford. His motivation for taking up the mantle of band teacher at Stanford High stems from his dream of becoming a high school band director. He hopes to grow this music program and get more students involved, as well as to put forth stellar winter concerts and spring concerts. Taking over the choral and orchestral programs from Mrs. Gloria Seneguglia is Miss Victoria Herview. Previous to this new position, Miss Herview worked at Turner River Middle School as the choir, general music, and bilingual music teacher, and in Bridgeport and Fairfield as well. She also student taught at Stanford High 2 years ago under Miss Seneguglia. Her motivation to come back and work for the school stemmed from her previous experience, citing football games, long-term positions at Dolan and Ripwam, and her time at Turner River. She hopes to get to know her new students better and get them more involved in the various music organizations in the school, as well as keep up the long-standing traditions and concerts already present. Although we on the Hill are sad to say goodbye to the now former directors, we are excited to see what Mahalko and Hervey will bring to the department. And that's all we have for you today. Remember, tomorrow, Friday, September 13th, Stanford High will have our first home games for volleyball, boys soccer, and football. Also, be sure to go to shsroundtable.com and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SHS Roundtable for more news. Thanks for listening and have a wonderful day.